following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His side unable to make it 2-0 to start the year, dropping their game last week. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Up here in the booth, alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Punter Jordan Stout set to get us started. And from Baltimore, we're underway. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, he's got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception. And you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. Now he's past the 25. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like football, with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the 32. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action now with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Jackson now on third. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Going the other way. Lions have it. And this will reach the end zone for Detroit touchdown. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Ready, shot! Sit hot!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Sit hot! 180!
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Alpha, sit hot! 180! 180!
From the 46. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Down at the 35-yard line.
Okay, that That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Headed out right. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
180.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
180.
From the 17. Escapes the pocket. Escapes a defender. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll run here with Henry. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
180.
Back to Henry. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that forces them to 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Jackson's going to go on 4th. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running it with David Montgomery. And he will not get the 1st, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. The sneak here, Goff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 19. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
Fielded just beyond his 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Cut.
The drive begins with Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running once more with Henry. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another run for Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
180. Cut. 180. Finish it.
Changing it up here, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Takes out a run stop. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, this is in every quarterback's toolbox. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They've got 1st down from the 31.
We go tonight. What's up?
Gives Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
From the 38. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. First and 10 from the 41. Carry here for Montgomery. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st down, Lions.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap here to go. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break from as they force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Cut. White 20.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Lions out in front. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Montgomery now up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Running on second with Montgomery. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
They send a man in motion.
180!
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 20-zip lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Juke the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. There's Henry on the option. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Hill now from the gun. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Gone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Jack Fox on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Baltimore running its offense out now. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush down now to his left. He tucks it and takes off. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's Henry on the counter. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on it. All right, here we go. 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
That pass pulled in by Henry. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile big guys up front.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. Gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Gibbs now from the gun. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 13. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Lions with a 2nd and 7. Off play action, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Goff on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, Goff throwing. It's on target to Williams. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes out a 1-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. You see the Ravens making their way out now. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. First down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Baltimore, 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jackson now on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first. first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Just 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Looking to throw, Jackson. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
A draw now. This is Henry. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. First down, ball at the 36.
First down.
Now Jackson off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Ravens will line up for
Jackson throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he's in. The 2-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game. Partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here's Goff on first and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
first down.
Goff on first and 10. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's pushed straight ahead, and it's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
It's a gain of
3rd and 4 coming up now.
And it's third down.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down, Lions.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They go play action with Goff. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Completed to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. You can win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Just shy of the goal line.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's another for him. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions stretch the lead to 23.
Ravens 15.
Fox now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runners. You're fighting to good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You've got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Throw on third down. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Lions send a running back, David Montgomery, getting back to work. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Drive begins with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, gone. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. After the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Goff. He's got time here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar off to play fake. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this hasn't been a common sign out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think My favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. So in Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
We'll pause here. There's someone injured after that play, and yeah, it's their tight end, Mark Andrews. Stout all set to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another. Now that could put this just too far out of reach. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. It's Montgomery to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. And the Lions 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Putting a receiver in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers to talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
180!
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. They've got the football too. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now gone. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10.
Now Jackson off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. They go play fake with Jackson. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. He completes it in traffic. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they executed like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Second down now, 7 to go. Another one for Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. You can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Here we go. 180.
Goff on third. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down, Detroit.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, they'll run with Montgomery. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Gone. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
18. Jack Fox to kick
Fox
off.
now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. Juke the defender. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's complete right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
And the Baltimore.
First down, here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down.
180. 180.
Jackson yet again. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Sit hard. 180.
Desperation time here on 4th. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
First down.
180.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
180. Shot. 180. Ready, shot.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. This throw is cut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lamar throwing again. He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving. There's absolutely nothing he can do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
180. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Ravens 25.
Stout all set to send this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Get in on the ground here with Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
20.
Shotgun snap here to go. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Third and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the gut they go with Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it with Gibbs. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Montgomery now up the middle. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is going to be a 38-yarder for the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they push their lead to 23. So the Lions get the win on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we say so long from Baltimore.